everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. If you follow me on Instagram, you may know that I recently moved. I didn't share too much about it because I wasn't too sure what was going on with it, but I have finally moved and today is my first video in my new setup. I don't know whether I love it or I hate it yet. I think I love it. I'm just not used to it yet. It's feeling a little weird. I love the lights behind me, but on camera they look real fucked up. So we're gonna have to fix that. But anyway, welcome to today's video. Today I'm gonna be reading 1-star reviews of my favorite books. Basically, I just want to get my feelings hurt today. Larissa from Larry Reads did this video multiple months ago, I think like last year, and I put it on my list of like when I have a YouTube channel, I want to do these videos. So basically, I just want to get my feelings hurt. I found some reviews just because I don't want to sit here for like an hour trying to go through all the 1-star reviews. I read a lot of dark romance, so a lot of the 1-star reviews were like, you can't call this dark romance, like this is fucked up, this is twisted, and I'm like, okay, it's all the same. I don't really want to see your reviews like that. So I picked a few books that had like really specific reviews and ones that actually are funny. We're gonna find some new ones, we're gonna see some ones that I screenshotted because I was like, oh my god, that is so funny, and I'm gonna react to them with you guys. I'm not gonna take it personally that somebody doesn't like a book that I loved. Like, there's so many books out there. I know for a fact that some people love books that I hated. I don't really give too many fucks about it, but I just thought this video would be a fun thing to film. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a laugh with me. And let's pray that we're not gonna cry. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into these 1-star reviews. I have a mixture of my favorite books. They're not all my top favorites. They're just like books that I really fucking enjoyed. And so they're favorites, but they're not die-hard favorites. So hopefully I don't get too offended. So the first book is gonna be Lilac by B.B. Reed. I already know people are gonna have an issue with the reverse harem part of this because two of the guys are also into each other. I actually fucking love that. That and the fact that it's super slow and it's just basically all smut. So that's probably what the problems are gonna be. Let's see if they actually are that way. I hate book talk. I'm never reading a book recommended from that cursed app ever again. That is how I feel too sometimes. Coming from a person who is literally on book talk. If you guys didn't know, I do have a book talk, a book TikTok. I don't know. I wouldn't quite call it a book talk. I'm not as into it as I am my YouTube videos, so I kind of forget about it sometimes, but yeah, I don't think I've ever taken a recommendation from book talks just because you don't actually know if the books are going to be good or not. So I see your point, girl. I see your point. Unnecessarily long for no reason. But there was a reason. There was a reason, and that reason is the smut. So there is a reason. You're incorrect. But I kind of see your point. That's another reason I didn't want to do this video is because I'm so easily persuaded, and if you say like this, and this is why I hated it, I'm going to be like, oh my god. Yeah, I agree. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. These are my favorite books. This was fast because it had no plot. Yeah. Exactly. That is completely true. I can't hate on that. That's completely true. It also had a lot of smut, so. What a fucking whore. I can guarantee you that this review was written by a man. Let's just skip on to the next one, okay? What a weird book. What a weird ass dynamic. What the fuck am I doing reading this? I feel like that for some of the books I read. Not this one. I was like, wow, this is super fun when I read this one. But, I mean, it's not that weird. Like, there's no cannibalism in this. What's the weird part about it? And next we're gonna do Corrupt, which is Devil's Night, book 1. It's actually right behind me. It is right up there. So I just want to keep this clear, though. I actually hate Corrupt. Like, I hated reading that book. It was terrible. But the others, I feel like, wouldn't have as much opinions on them, you know? And The Corrupt was kind of bad. So this whole series is a favorite of mine. Like, top favorite, for sure. Corrupt is a non-favorite of mine. But I just feel like it'll be more fun to see the reviews for it. Decent smut, but everything else set women's rights back 100 years. Every single romance book, every mafia book, MC book. Are you kidding me? For sure. I definitely have to put my feminism aside when I'm reading this shit. I'm not really picky with my smut, and I didn't have high expectations, so the bar was already on the floor, yet this book managed to dig well beneath it. Also, Penelope Douglas, the least you could do was give Rika a knife cake! Like, she and Michael were literally defending. Oh, no, because that would be so good. How easy would it have been to incorporate it into the plot? That would have been so good. Penelope Douglas, you should read that review. I mean, maybe not, because I don't want this person to hurt your feelings, but a knife kink? Yeah. Oh yeah, that would be so good. I hate in books when like the kink is so obviously there and the author doesn't do it for like controversial reasons. Like, it just makes me mad, and so I see that one. I didn't actually think of that until this person said that though, but yeah. I would love that. This book was quite awful. Review to come. They wrote that shit in November 2015. Review did not come. So this is the book y'all are going wild for. No, babe. This is not the book. This series is what we're going wild for. What the fuck? Didn't even finish it. It's just what the fuck. I can agree, because I also felt like that. But a good what the fuck. No. With the heart. I love when people do that. They're just like, no, but lovingly. So these are kind of going quickly. But next we're going to do Ecstasy by KV Rose. I just know people are going to have some opinions on this. I just know it. And I did really enjoy this one. I had to include it because people are going to have opinions. And honestly, I just want to laugh at people's opinions. These are my favorites, but I just want to laugh at people's opinions. Drained my fucking soul. Me too, babe. Me too. I read it in one sitting right before I went to bed, and I sat there and I was like, what the absolute fuck? And that's how good KV Rose writes, because not a lot of books make me do that. I like that. And I agree with you. I'm so sorry that you mix politics issues in books. As a reader, shouldn't your grammar be a bit better? I'm not one to fucking talk, though. I'm not one to fucking talk. You say things that you don't understand about them at all. You lost me as a reader. You say things that you don't understand about them at all. I got a little lost there, babe. What? So basically, this person's pissed because KV Rose makes politics. What politics? A love triangle? To be fair, I read this last summer, but I don't remember any politics in this. I really didn't see the ending coming. Me neither. That was the beauty of it. I didn't know who to root for at some points either, and questioned a lot of things happening, but it was really good. But you gave it 1 star, babe. It was really good, but you gave it 1 star. At least give it 3 stars. I feel the exact same though. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was happening for the majority of this book. But 1 star? Tripe. This person has to be British. I think this book was intended to be a dark romance. It's not. It's written by an amateur and it is a total mess. Okay, there's a difference between writing as an amateur and writing in a different style. KV writes what the characters want her to write, basically. From what I've seen of her on Instagram, she doesn't plot out characters and plot. I think the characters come to her and then she writes them, which I love. I love that. Amo Jones does that too, I think, and I love that. And yeah, it kind of is messy, but to call her an amateur just because she writes in a style you don't like is, I don't like that. Okay, and now we're going to an actual fucking favorite. The Santiago trilogy by Catherine Wiltshire. I loved it. I can't wait to recommend it to you guys. But let's read some 1-star reviews of that one. This is the most cliched crap I've ever read. The most cliched crap I've ever read is by LJ Shen. So maybe go read that if you want to read more cliched crap. The characters are shallow and refer to each other as angel and devil. Hell, they refer to them, get it? Hell. They refer to themselves as it as well. But they are. Eve is like so sweet and so not innocent, but like got innocent vibes, and Dante is the fucking devil. So hello. But the true travesty of this book isn't even the terrible plot. It's that the author actually writes well. I thought, well, maybe it's this author's first novel. Maybe they just need time to hone their skill. Nope, 29 books on Goodreads. 29? Oh, she's busy. Save your sanity and skip this one. So I'm going to save my sanity and we're going to skip this review. DNF. I got 150 pages in and couldn't get into this story. Okay. I really wanted to like the story, but nope. Didn't like it from the start. Too over the top and unrealistic. Oh, it's Mafia, babe. Of course it's unrealistic to you. I can say with a lot of certainty that you ain't in the Mafia, so obviously it's unrealistic. It was unrealistic to my life too. Like, I'm a normal fucking person. So obviously it was unrealistic. The bombings and stealing her away. Swoon. The imprisonment in an impossible place. He redeemed himself. The overly aggressive of tearing away clothes just left so much to be desired. Pun intended. Obviously she don't read a lot of dark romance either. So the next book is book 1 in the Obsidian Brotherhood trilogy series by Delaney Foster. So that one is Mischief Night. Okay, I've talked about this a lot. I fucking love it. So in this one, I'm a bit confused about all the praise this book has received. I'm not at all. The writing was choppy with no world building. Every occurrence was quick and short. It was a bit of a disappointment because it's all hat, no cattle. Oh, maybe she's from Texas. Caspian repeatedly tells us how bad he is and that he's not a villain, but wait for it. A dragon no one can slay. Oh, did he say that? No, he said that? Oh, I don't remember that at all. I got distracted. Where were we? I didn't know he said that. See, now my feelings are conflicted and this is what I didn't want to happen. That is real cringy. Let's skip forward. I'll be honest, the only memorable thing I'm taking away from this book is Clonakok. Literally literally, I think about that scene all the time because he literally clones his dick and sends her a dildo of it. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is so hot, and it was so good. That is one of the things I take away from it as well, but I don't see how that's bad. So that's all the bad reviews that I could find on Mischief Night. Let's move to A Vow of Hate by Lila James. I honestly don't think people are gonna have too many bad opinions about this one, but let's see. No, maybe they might be, because there was a big plot twist, and I loved it, and I was shocked, but a few people might be like, I saw that coming. That's what I get for blindly trusting book talk. This is all book talk? I didn't know this was all book talk. That makes me so happy. This is such a good book. Unoriginal, bad plot, stupid characters. Now I take offense to that one. Stupid characters? These characters have been through so much. It's so beautiful. But it is an enemies to lovers with a touch of bully romance, so I could see how someone says that. But unoriginal? Unoriginal, no. No. I've never seen a plot like this. If you know books with this plot, then I need a recommendation, babe, because this was good. I thought it was like one of the most unoriginal plots I've ever seen. I read this book because I dislike myself. How I feel sometimes when reading books that I know are going to be 3 stars. 1.3. What? Why? How do y'all do that? Do you have like a system ranking thing on your phone and then like rank it for every book you read? Because that is cool. That is cool. I do not have that. Never rated a book point something other than like a 3.5 or a 4.5. Like I've never rated a book 2.329. Like what? Wow, her mistreatment is beyond what I've read. He's horrible to her. And the big secret that's revealed wasn't that shocking. I mean, babe, it's enemies to lovers. Of course they're horrible to each other. But I wouldn't quite call it mistreatment. I would just call it being horrible to each other. And she was a little horrible to him too. So I don't see the bad point in this at all. Next, we're gonna read some reviews from Sicko by Emma Jones. This one, I think a lot of people are gonna have a lot of opinions on. And that's one of the reasons I chose it, but it is pretty popular. So a lot of people are gonna have some opinions and they're probably not all gonna be right. Wish I could have the time I wasted on this book back. Wish I could read this again for the first time when she's the only one who can calm him down. You don't like that? I would never take a book recommendation from you. I'm sorry. I absolutely love that trope. It's not really a trope, but it's like a sub-trope, you know? I absolutely love that. Are you kidding me? That is so good. And so... I dropped my phone. It's so heartwarming. How do you not like that? I made it to 5%. That's it, because I could immediately tell that the writing is juvenile. Oh, okay, I'm gonna see your point there. The characters are unrealistic, over the top, one-dimensional, and overall feeling is just gross. Oh, I think they had an issue with the fact that they're like foster siblings, you know? And then they go on and try and say that foster siblings are actual siblings. Babe, it's not incest, they're not blood related. I can see how people have an issue with that. My lines are just very clear, so I don't have an issue with that. But over the top and juvenile writing. Like I said, Emma Jones just writes what her characters want her to write. I love that. I absolutely love that. Apparently this person does not. And I mean, yeah, it is messy writing, but that's part of the experience. 0.23 stars. What? I don't even know how y'all do this. The amount of times I fell asleep while reading this? I stayed up to read this. Okay, now we're kind of hurting my feelings. Like, that hurt, man. I thought it was one of the most intriguing books I've ever read. And there was so many plot twists and turns. Okay. Next, we're gonna do Haunting Adeline, which is a favorite. You guys know that. I can tell a lot of people are gonna have issues with this because Zaid is such an anti-hero and there is a non-consensual scene in this. So I already know people are gonna have an issue with that, but let's see what more they have an issue with. Fell for the cover. Never again. Oh my god, I hate when that happens to me too. Like, absolutely hate it, because the covers can be so deceiving, and I'm a sucker for a gorgeous cover. But I would say the gorgeousness on the cover matches the gorgeousness within this book, so you're wrong. It was like reading one line again and again. It is long. It is a thick book. I don't think it's that like that though. There's a lot of things happening. I don't get that. I cannot put into words how much I detest this book, but you can. Oh, wait, I can, so here we go. Sure, Zaid was hot, typically possessive and all the stuff we love, except for the fact that he's a lunatic. They're one and the same. I don't know why y'all see it as two different things. We are all into the toucher and I kill you trope. You forgot to put trope. And the guy's obsession with the female lead, but Zaid is psychotic. It's hot. Not to mention the fact it was just rape. Okay, I can't even respond to that because I knew it was coming. God, I'm finally done with this book. It took me almost 2 months to finish it. It felt like it was gonna take me 2 months, but I actually loved the twists and turns and I finished it in like 2 days. Yeah, I get what you mean. I mean, it is a thick book, but no. I also don't get what you mean. I love reacting to these things. It makes my day and ruins my day at the same time. And this was actually really fun. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your thoughts on some of this shit are. And subscribe so you never miss a video from me. Thank you so much for watching again. I will see you in my next video very soon.